Greetings, motherfuckers. I'm only 10, 20 minutes late. Oh, well, I had to grab a beer. Sorry about that.
That's what I have to say.
No worries. And we've got nothing but dead air and dead audience, and yeah, so it wouldn't work yet. Like, literally, it must be a Sunday where people actually have lives. Holy shit.
I'm tired because I drank 2 glasses of green apple sangria, and I don't drink that often.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think I actually drank more in DC with you, Burnside, than I have in a long time.
Damn. Well, drinking's a semi-regular thing. I just make sure I don't overindulge. For normal reasons.
I promise, if you get to the point where you're like, I gotta have 4 or 5 beers every night, I'm going to look at you and go, you're going to pour that beer down the drain right now before I kill you.
I personally, I don't even drink. Gave it up years ago.
Yeah, I couldn't let myself be that bad of an alcoholic.
I mean, I can understand 1 or 2. My daddy was the same way, and he
Mm-hmm.
drank coffee all day, except for once it got past 6 o'clock, he'd have a beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sounds like a man after my own heart. Especially now that
my daddy would have liked you.
I probably would have liked him too. He's like a cool dude, especially since he had that whole old man solid snake looking to him thing. So because like typically anybody with like some type of military background that's like solid snake like, solid snake like. God, if I can speak, only had 2 beers.
Baby, my daddy got ran out of the Marines because he was too crazy.
Definitely get along with him. We'd be sitting there having beers, making shit that explodes.
No, my daddy was more the type of, let's sharpen this sword till, you can cut something and they don't feel it for at least an hour.
Ooh, I like that too. That's always nice too. One thing I was always good at, sharpening knives and silverware and all things of that nature.
He made sure that I knew how to use a sword.
Good. The lost art these days.
Well, we were at an SCA event, and it was my first one. And it was in Zephyr Hills, Florida.
What's an SCA?
Society for People with Creative Acronym. It's pretty much the people. Most run fairs are hosted by members of the SCA. They do things historically.
Interesting. I like that.
When the Hogtown Fair comes, I'm going to go, and both of you owe me on this one because I'll be going alone.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to film and interview people, and they even started putting up a charging station so I can charge my phone.
Oh, cool.
And now that I know how to use Shotcut, which, by the way, everyone go take a look at my interview with Santa video. I redid it. I can now edit the video the way I want it.
That's good.
And I'll be getting the information from everyone, getting their business cards so that I'm going to mark, numbers on them for each interview because I'm just going to stop the video in between instead of hitting pause, which is what I like to do so that I have just one solid video. But when you hit pause and it's still sitting there, running the camera, even though it's paused, it drains the fuck out of the battery.
Interesting. Didn't know that about cameras. Huh.
Yeah, I've been doing recordings for a while ever since I got a phone with a camera on it. So
nice. I would have had some recording done today, but old man Rizzo had some computer problems, so no backline just yet. Kind of stuff, you know.
That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, that's not like anyone was waiting with bated breath. I mean, it's only been like, oh, next week, fucking 3 months later, and it's like, yeah, we keep losing shit. Then we find it, and we save in a folder, then he can't find the goddamn folder, and if I get to it, it's like, this was here the whole time. He's like, no, that's not it. And I'm like, yes, that was the one we used. Sometimes I question if I'm crazy or he's crazy, or if it's just, I don't know. Because it's like, we'll go and we'll do a bunch of recordings. We'll delete 2 or 3 of them because of terrible quality. And we'll sit there for like 5 hours. I'll have a few beers. He'll have some tea or something. And we'll go and set everything into this particular folder we have for it.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then like 3 days later, he calls me. He's like, "Hey, stuff for episode 6. What the fuck did we do with it? Did we put it on this flash drive?" And I was like, "No, I don't think we put it on the flash drive." "You sure we didn't put it on the flash drive?" I was like, "Yeah, we put it in the folder." "Wait, which one?" "Wait, what do you mean which one?" "Check the backline folder." "Uh-huh. Okay, I'm looking." "Where the hell is it?" "Well, do you remember what you named it?" "I don't think I named it." "Damn it." It's like, all right, I'm free next weekend. I'll come over there and we'll go and look for him. All right. Another 3 days later. "Oh, hey, I think I found it. But I lost some of the other shit. Where's the thing with the helmets or flags or whatever? Smoke bombs or something?" I'm like, I don't know. You know how many weird things of footage we have of just clanking helmets off of things and throwing smoke bombs and shit? Could be any piece of fucking footage. Like literally every time we go and film, it's the one thing we always do is like, all right, gotta go around the corner to go grab some fireworks. All right, cool. Spend 2 hours getting smoke bombs, and normally he always buys cheap ones, so they normally don't work too well. So we just go, all right, fuck it, just use a whole bunch of them. So hopefully, sometime soon, well, we still have some snow on the ground. We'll get episode 6 done and 7, and hopefully keep rolling from there. Other than that, yeah.
No, it's just December anyway. You still have a whole rest of the winter to go through.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So it's like, December's pretty mild so far. It hasn't been up to like a foot of snow, so I'm not too fucking worried about it. Because the thing is, we always want to go and shoot things around winter time because that's when like most of the parks and everything are shut down. And if we want to go anywhere strange, we can normally sneak into there without getting chased by the cops or worrying about the crackheads shooting each other and shit like that. But
Okay, I'm back.
welcome back. No,
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
No, I had to go put spaghetti in the boiling water.
Yeah, if I don't wind up getting backline done soon, what I'll wind up doing is every couple of times I wind up streaming with you guys, I'll probably start working on that 3D stuff I was talking about with that nightclub thing I was going to redo in that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still got the green screen back here. The only thing is I'd need better lighting, so I'd have to one of these days go and get 1 or 2 stand-up lamps, or just go on the internet and order one of those photographic lamps. Although those things are godly fucking massive, so I don't know. Because I was able to tweak with before with just one of those cheapo lamps that has like the 3 pivotable heads on it and stuff. So I don't know. Because I mean, the good thing is, it's still in decent shape, and if I ever need more space or anything, I can just go over to Old Man Rizzo's. Just go, all right, here, give me that thing you made to put the green screen on. I'm going to use all my stuff so nothing gets lost, hopefully. And then just take it from there while the Mrs. Rizzo looks at me and goes, "What the fuck is he doing? Did you get him to do this shit? What are you 2 idiots doing this time?"
Well, 2 idiots is a very good phrase.
Oh, yeah. We're 2 peas in a pod. But yeah, I'll work on that because I figured, you know what? I may as well do at least do one of the two of the things I always like doing. You know, if not doing the stand-up comedy thing with the green screen, I may as well do like the fucking techno shit, anyways.
2 peas in a pod, more like 2 dorks in a dinghy.
That's one I haven't heard. What do you guys got going on after the holidays?
My brother's going to be here Christmas Eve, so probably showing him around.
All
again.
right.
Most
Yeah.
likely what we're going to do is just hang out at the house and play fucking video games.
All right.
It gets really cold here, so I'm probably not going to be doing too much after the holidays. I'm
Okay.
waiting for it to thaw out. That'll probably be about it.
Well, I mean, if anything, you could go around and film the frozen communists protesting for something stupid. You know,
Yeah.
you can find some good redsicles.
That's what I was thinking. Probably what I'm going to be
No,
limited
sir,
to
I
doing.
am a meat popsicle.
There ain't much meat to these guys, man. They're soy-sicles, if anything.
Puddin', did you even get the reference? I know Scooby did.
Was wait, meatsicle?
I am a meat popsicle.
That's from some movie. I don't remember which one exactly.
Fifth Element. Lilo
Oh,
Dallas, multipass. Multipass.
I remember that.
Chicken.
I seen that movie in the theaters in high school.
That movie's a fucking classic. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Multipass. Oh, I love this shit on that. That's fucking funny.
Shoot, I'm the type I will sit there and I don't give a fuck about the rest of the movie because I've watched it. But I will sit there and I will rewind and watch over and over the opera scene.
That one was
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
That was pretty good.
Oh, there's this video on YouTube where this Asian chick does the opera scene on her own. The woman that actually did the opera scene had to do several different takes of her doing the song in several different tones because she's able to do alto, soprano, and high soprano. And she had to do several different takes of it, and they mashed them together at the right times. And so what ended up happening with this Asian chick, she does it all on her own. No extra takes.
Cool. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I gotta find that video again. I love watching that video. Sends chills down my spine. Just like hearing Sarah Brightman do Phantom of the Opera. Oh.
Nice.
She's also in Sarah Brightman's also in Repo the Genetic Opera as Blind Mag.
Oh, she did an amazing job at that role. Loved it.
Cryptic. Why do you wish this year would end? Well, technically at the end of the year, Puddin', we've been together 1 year.
Yep. I'll have to have a beer for that.
I'll drink some sangria for that.
Hell yeah. 1 year.
So, Mama's talking about bringing me out possibly February, March. So if it's okay with you, and check with Night Crow, see if I can come out for Valentine's Day.
Sure. I'll see what else is going on, but I don't think I'll have any trouble with it. And if you come around Valentine's Day, there's actually this one cool event I go to every year.
Well, isn't Chicago the home of the Valentine's Day Massacre?
Of course it is.
We have to go there.
All right. I mean, there's not going to be much there. There's going to be probably a couple crackheads and somebody masturbating.
No,
see,
you can scare them off. I want to feel the spirits that are stuck in that fucking wall.
All right. By all means. I mean,
yes, Cryptic. It has been a year that we've been together. We made it fully official the other night. But we've been more or less together for a year.
Yeah, it's been running pretty smooth.
He didn't think we would make it this far.
No, I did not.
Ugh.
Good to be proven wrong every now and again.
Don't worry, Puddin'. I'll prove you wrong a lot.
Ooh, yeah. That'll be good. Yeah, I think where the Valentine's Massacre was, I mean, I have to go dig through my history and that, but I think now there's like a deli or something over there.
I don't care. I want to feel the spirits in the wall.
Hey, Daggy. I'll just go and keep the butcher distracted and, go chase away the crackheads and shit. Maybe look around and see if there's any more dead bodies there.
Well, maybe for Valentine's Day. Did you impregnate him yet? What? Cryptic, I think it's the other way around.
You troll well, Cryptic. You troll well indeed. But yeah, you had a dyslexic moment there, buddy.
For Valentine's Day, you could get me a cane sword, and I wouldn't need you to chase off the crackheads. I'll just behead them and get the quickening.
You don't want a chainsaw. Yeah, you don't want a cane sword. You want like what I got. I had a cane sword. They're not usually good.
Yeah, if you're going for decapitation, you definitely need something better than a cane sword.
Yeah.
You guys act like I wouldn't know how to take off a head.
No, the sword itself is shit, is what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, we'd have to get you something that's decent material. Cane swords are good if you want to stab somebody repeatedly. They're like a professional
like a big dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to look at a cane sword as being nothing more than a big dagger that you can't even wield. Like, you have to literally just stab straight ahead with the thing. You can't swing it around. Like, if you swing it and you make contact with something hard enough, it's not a full tang blade.
No, I know that.
Yeah, it's going to snap right off. The weight and the balance are bad. I had one that was a cobra head. And I walked around with it for a while when I first got injured. And the cane itself actually shattered.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I have to go stir the noodles.
All right. All right, now that she's away. The one thing where I'd wind up taking her to was later on at night. That usual place I go to every couple of months. The goth place, they have for Valentine's Day, they have an amazing setup. It's fucking cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to take her there if she winds up coming around Valentine's Day.
Well, enlighten me. How's it cool? What do they got going on?
Well, the cool thing is what Metro does is they do the usual goth thing in that, but once you get through the door and all that, they actually have like a Valentine's game that they play, where you go over by like where the dance floors, and then they got a couple people that work there that they give you a name and a sticker and all that has a number on it. Depending on if you want to be like anonymous or not. Not like the last time I had them just like scribble my name down on one of the numbers. But usually what they do is for everyone's get up, they have like a big red heart or a big green heart or a big fancy looking heart sticker. And they say, hey, play the Valentine's Day game. And if you say,
okay, I'm back.
They give you one of these big old hearts with a number on it. And they have a cork board or wooden carved board, depending on whoever's running it. And they have all the different numbers on it. Yeah. And they have and basically they have it act like a Valentine's mailbox. You write a note to somebody, you put it on an envelope, you write a number down on it, and you give it to the one guy or gal that's working there. And they go, all right, and they take a washer, and they put the washer on one of the nails for the associated number. You go through, whenever you want to go and check your mailbox, you go, all right, how many do I got? All right, let me see here. Flip, 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 flip. All right, you got 1, 2, 3 notes. And last year when I went there, I got a goofy mixture of things that I couldn't figure out.
The noodles are cooking.
Or
it's not.
Because it was like it's like people like either really dug what I was doing or like on crack or so, because they were me some really goofy shit. But yeah, it was a really cool setup. You know, I had like the red balloons and shit everywhere and that. And
Okay, so where's this at? So when I come there for Valentine's Day, I can hit every bitch that leaves you a note. Hold on, I got someone at the door. Cody!
Do you want me to mute you real quick or you go take care of the dog? Here, I'll do that real quick, just in case the dog starts barking like crazy. I don't want to tell her where it is because I want to surprise her. And you guys all know, you know, the Metro and that usual place to go to for the Gothic night and all that.
Yeah.
But no, for New Year's and for Valentine's Day, they really kick ass. They really do well. Yeah, it's like the one thing I was looking forward to as far as February is like, okay, if I get the car fixed up, I get this working, I get that working, at least I can go there and have. Oh, I didn't notice you hop in, Sarah. How you doing?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just woke up a little bit ago, like a few minutes ago. I took a nap earlier because they'll be here at like between 7 and 7:30 tomorrow morning to finish the rest of the upgrades on the house. So my room and the laundry room, and they're putting an extra vent in my mom's room, but they were trying to wait to like for me to be the last one because I'm just always in my room. And so they were trying to make it to where I was the last room for them to put the vent in.
Oh,
Because they got to drill out because the vents are about a half size bigger than what we have. And so they're going to have to drill out the floor a little bit more. And then hook up the duct work, and because the new furnace and air conditioning unit that we have requires, you know, bigger vents as well as a few more vents because of the size, if that makes sense. Because the old furnace we had just vents in my room, the room next to mine. Because my mom's house is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. And so the only rooms that didn't have vents in it was the laundry room, and that's pretty much it. So they got to put vents, one in that one, and an extra one in my mom's room in the master bedroom, and then they got to finish mine to accommodate, because it's such a bigger air conditioning and heating unit.
Interesting.
So yeah, they've been working on it since Wednesday of last week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then tomorrow will be the 4th day that if they could work on over the weekend, it would have been, everything would be done, but they can't. So that's why I've been going to bed like super early since Tuesday night 8.
Oh, we got two Terras.
Yes, I'm gonna make a burnside sandwich.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, baby, you won't like it. You won't like it.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh well, let's see. One of them you're screwing, the other one's screwing you.
Oh, wait. You mean in the way that I think you're thinking about? Can't I just screw the two of them instead?
No, they're gonna take turns paying.
Well, damn. I'm not into that.
Thank you so much for taking me. No comment.
Damn it.
I'm taking a young woman to the hospital so she can pick her sister.
Oh, all right.
This is how it goes for me.
Okie dokie. Alright. Well, Scoop seems to be away for a little bit, and I am not telling you about the place I'll be taking you to if you end up making it here for Valentine's Day. This is gonna be a
Why
secret.
not? Oh.
Surprise!
Oh. Okay, just tell me yes or no. Is it gonna have Chicago style deep dish pizza?
Regrettably, no, but I know a great place where you can get that, so I guess that don't really matter.
Well, you're taking me for fucking pizza. I want Chicago style deep dish pizza.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna go take you to Pudgy's. We're gonna go deep dish from there.
And it better be all vegetarian, no tomatoes, no anchovies.
No one eats anchovies, but God, no meat. Jesus, I almost question if you're becoming a communist on me.
No. It's just the way I like my pizza.
All
I
right.
worked at Pizza Hut. I worked at Little Caesars. I worked at Five Star. I've watched them make pizzas. I've had to make pizzas. I trust the vegetables more than I do the meat.
Mm,
That's why I like vegetarian pizzas.
mm. Okie dokie.
Does Can you understand that?
I know they had a big recall on hamburger meat.
Yeah, that's raw hamburger meat, not the
Yeah.
kibbles and bits that they put on pizzas at like Little Caesars, Five Star, Pizza Hut. That right, the pork and the beef, I can't eat it because it looks like kibbles and bits.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Good lord.
Especially when it's raw. It even has the texture of the softer kibbles and bits for older dogs.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I only like two things on my pizza: pepperoni and pineapple. That's it.
Mm.
I don't care. Hate me. Pineapple goes on pizza.
Hold on a minute.
I'm not too picky with pizza. Though the one pizza I really like is spinach and mushroom. I really like
Yeah.
spinach and mushroom pizza.
I'm not really picky when it comes to pizza. Like, I like Supreme. I like, I really don't like hamburger on my pizza. If you do get that or sausage, yeah, I'll eat it. But if it was me ordering it, nah. Mm-mm.
Mm.
But I'm pretty vanilla. I'm just pepperoni and pineapple. That's what I normally get.
Okie dokie. Let's see. If it's not spinach and mushrooms, normally the other thing I get, because this is Pudgy's special, and literally the whole neighborhood fights for a box of it, is when he makes, it's going to sound crazy, but sauerkraut and Polish sausage.
That's not crazy. Now, I love me some sauerkraut, and I love
Oh,
me.
okay.
No, that sounds delicious.
Oh,
Oh man.
it's fucking good. It's salty, but it's good.
Oh yeah, my grandma always would say, "Sauerkraut so sour and make a pig squeal." I
uh,
love it. I love sauerkraut. I love Polish sausage. Oh yeah.
oh hell yeah. Oh, it's one of the things I got. One of the things I got a weakness for is good Polish sausage hot dogs.
I mean, what's Polish sausage without sauerkraut? Like, come on.
Yeah, gotta have a Polish sausage with sauerkraut and honey mustard.
I've
Honey
never
mustard.
tried it with honey mustard. I've tried it with regular mustard.
Uh, Regular mustard is good. I like the honey mustard because it's tasty, and certain kinds of it have just enough of a kick to it.
Now, the one honey mustard dressing that I do like is Ken's. That is, I've tried a lot of honey mustards, but Ken's honey mustard, oh my goodness. I can just sit there and eat that just by itself. It is that good.
Nice.
I know Cookout has it. Like when I get chicken nuggets from Cookout, they have the little, I'll get honey mustard and they have the Ken's. Like, oh my God, I love it. It's
Mm.
expensive in the stores. Like it's like $4.50 for it's a good sized bottle, but it's compared to like Kraft or let's see what else. Or like the off brand of like Great Value, like I will spend the $4.50 for Ken's. It is totally worth it.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
like
I normally prefer name brand whenever it's anything like mustard, ketchup, relish, or any type of hot dog burger materials. Ooh, I swear by I swear by Bubba Burgers.
I've never heard of Bubba Burgers.
Never heard of Bubba Burgers? Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, sweet, delicious dead cows that make vegans cry rivers of salty communist tears.
I was watching this random video on YouTube here, and the chef, these vegans were outside protesting, and this chef just brings all his materials and this, I want to say, a leg of lamb or deer or something, and he just starts cutting up the meat. Like, of course, he sanitized the table and everything and put down his mat, and he just starts cutting away. And oh my god, they were flipping out. They even called the cops. The cops went in talking to him. He's like, you couldn't hear what they were saying, but he's like, I'm not doing nothing. This is my restaurant. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they were saying. Like, he was saying, he's like, you know what? They have a right to protest out there, yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna be a dick and I'm gonna go in here and start cutting up meat. But they were like fucking bitching. Oh my god, I have to find that video again. It was just some random video that popped up in my recommended list. I was like, let's see what this is. Yeah, he just has this big old leg of either lamb or I want to say it was deer, and he's just cutting away. He's just like, you know what? You gonna come be a dick? All right, I'll show you a dick.
Oh hell yeah! Oh god, lamb is so fucking good. I love eating lamb. And speaking of lamb, Irish Rose. Oh, Irish Rose, does she makes some good fucking lamb. Oh man. Uh the Greek Easter they had me over for. Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
When you said Irish Rose, I think of the really, really cheap wine called Wild Irish Rose.
Oh, I've had a little bit of that stuff. Yeah, just
Oh God.
a bit potent. It's potent.
Yes.
I've
My
had
parents owned a beer store
nice.
growing up, and I'm so glad to be out of that. Oh man, we still have the property, but we don't have the building anymore because the city of Longview tore it down. Because my dad let it go and the roof fell in, and they just condemned it and just tore it down. But I'm just so glad to be out of working in alcohol. I've seen every type of drunk come through there. I've been shot at because there was a bar that used to be beside of us.
Yay, it's Queenie the Dick Doxer.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Hawks called it. I'm keeping it going.
They threw this woman out of the bar, and she was so drunk she walked into oncoming traffic. I watched her get hit as a kid. I've seen people come down. This lady came down the center turning lane on her lawnmower now. Yeah, and come through our drive-through on her lawnmower.
What?
Yes, because
Lawn mower.
Yes. Before they were able to sell alcohol in Burke County, they were dry county. That means they can't sell alcohol, period. No restaurants, no stores, no nothing. And we were the first beer store out of Burke County into Catawba County. And so
Jesus, your counties have as weird of names as mine does.
Yeah. And I've also been drug out the drive-through window because our drive-through window isn't like McDonald's or, Carl's Jr., Hardee's.
Come here, bitch.
Well, the guy parked too far away from the window, and I remember this. I was all the way out the window. I was standing on my tippy toes, and it was a case of Budweiser, a 24-pack. He grabs it, and he jerks it, and I lose my footing, and I fall 5 feet.
Oh, ow.
But I caught myself with my hands, and he didn't even get out of his car to help me up. He just the guy that helped me up was the guy delivering for Anheuser-Busch, he jumped over the railing of the ramp, and he's the one that helped me up. The guy just sit there in his damn truck, just like, oh, and I hated this guy too. Oh my God, I couldn't stand him. Oh man, I'm just so glad to be out of there. Like,
that bad, huh?
yeah. I mean, I've seen every type of drunk come through there, and there's this one time, there's a lot of beer stores getting robbed around there. So my dad caught wind of it, and he goes up there. I watched him walk out with a sawed-off shotgun, and he set up there because our store is,
Like that doesn't say redneck.
Okay, we have the front part of the store where the cash registers were, and where the beer and everything was, and then we had the back of the store where we kept the extra stock. So he sat back there, and sure enough, they come breaking in, and he chased them through the store shooting at them. He didn't hit them. Let's just say we never had anybody else break into the store because it got around that don't come fucking with us. Yeah, I remember that night. He walked out with a fucking shotgun, sawed-off shotgun over his shoulder.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because we always stayed, we always stayed strapped. Like, if we didn't, my mom had a .357 Colt Python Magnum revolver. We either had that gun. Oh,
that's one of my favorites.
I know. I remember I got my ass busted one time because I didn't know that the case was unzipped and it had the original pearl grips on it, and it fell out and it dropped on the ground, and I scratched it. Oh my God, I got my ass tore up because I didn't know, like, I didn't see that it was unzipped and it fell out, and oh man, my mom tore my ass.
So this just in, although posted 9 hours ago on Twitter, your boy Christmas, who is my chocolate kiss. Why my channel will never take off. 1, I rarely talk about today's topics. 2, I don't intentionally pick fights for drama. 3, my production is lazy as hell. But most of all, my purpose isn't to get popular, but to voice my opinions. I retweeted it and liked it.
Nice. We should send that towards Irving. It sounds like his black brother from another mother. Does Chocolate Kiss by chance drink and say sorry every now and again?
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah, we need to hook. Oh God. Well, so long as him and Irving don't wind up. Oh God, that's a scary thought.
Don't wind up what?
Well, I don't want to make any assumptions, but
I mean, doing what Irving likes to do?
With Riley Dennis, yes.
No. Pat don't swing that way. Even suggested is heresy. Bad Burnside.
Oh, Christ.
For that you get nothing.
Oh, that's funny.
Also, Burnside, my mom would either she had the .357 Colt Python Magnum revolver or her .45 caliber Desert Eagle, or if my brother was working, he had his P89 Ruger 9mm. It was nice. Yeah, so we always had guns. And
damn it, you're getting my left foot kicking here.
I was just saying, nobody fucked with us, like.
But those are.
And then you joined the internet. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not wrong.
That's true.
Regrettably, yeah. Oh fuck.
But yeah, my two favorite guns is a .357 and a Desert Eagle. They have this one. It's a .50 caliber Desert Eagle, rose gold. It's only $1,500. That's all.
Mm.
That's all.
That'll put a big hole in a lot of shit. I'm not too fond of rose gold, but ain't so bad.
It's really pretty. Like, man, I love guns. I was raised up with guns my whole life, and
Fuck yeah. I like guns too, man. Arm the mob! Arm everybody!
we never. You know how a lot of kids these days are getting shot and shit like that in the home or especially like smaller kids. You know what? We knew where the guns were and everything. Never had a problem because we knew not to fuck with them. Like, even though we were.
Because you were raised to respect them.
Right.
Yep.
And we were also taught how to shoot them and always treat a gun like it's always loaded.
Yep.
And see, that's the problem with people nowadays is they don't do that with their kids. They're like, oh, lock it up. Or some women are like, I don't want a gun in this house. And then that's the same bitch that gets raped and murdered because I didn't want a gun in this house.
You should always want a gun in your house. Do you know why? Guns don't kill people. People that need to be killed get killed by people that use guns.
So here, while it wasn't a gun that I went and searched for, when I was molested when I was 9, okay? So I was with my grandmother at a doctor's office after she had
You want to tell the story?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
I was with my grandmother at a doctor's office after she had broken her neck. So I decided I just wanted to sit in the waiting room because I don't really like doctor's offices.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear the name of the man who did that to me, which was my step grandfather. I'm just not going to say the name on air.
Right.
And I was frantic. I went up to the nurse's desk and I was like, tell me where my grandmother is. And they're like, oh, well, she's in room such and such. So I went in there and I'm crying at this point because I'm searching every fucking door. And finally get in there and they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, I heard someone call his name, and they knew exactly who I was talking about. And my grandma was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, give me your pepper spray. Because before this, I had learned, don't play with the pepper spray. I learned it the hard way.
Yeah, that shit burns.
Well, see, my grandmother's was expired.
Oh, lovely.
So when it was expired, I was sitting in the car while they were at a waterbed store, and I'm sitting in the car playing with it, and somehow I hit the trigger, even though the clasp was over it, so that you're not supposed to be able to push down the trigger. I hit the trigger and I sprayed pepper spray all in my face.
Ow.
I was probably about 7.
Ow.
So I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I finally find the door handle, get out the car, go in, tripping, falling, and there's people just standing there apparently like, the hell's wrong with this kid? And finally my mom comes running out and she's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Pepper spray!
Ow.
And so they took me all the way into the back where they had the water hoses to fill up the water beds.
Oh,
and it's the only thing they could do. They had me lay down on my back so they could slowly let the water hose run over my eyes. So I knew how potent, because the pepper spray I was asking for at the doctor's office was the same canister. So I knew how potent this stuff is by then. And my mom was like, no, sweetie, just stay back here with us. No, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to play with with the toys. He comes near me, I'm going to spray him in the face and kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, there you go.
Sadly, my mom held me back, but she was proud of my tenacity. We went and had McDonald's afterwards. So, yeah, like I said, it's these people that seem to have this weird fear of guns just because, they think it just goes boom for no reason. No, man, that thing's got to be loaded, which you have to do it. And, the firing pin doesn't just hit the bullet on accident.
Yeah.
You have to fucking squeeze that trigger.
Yep.
Yeah. It was only with older guns that really happened, and you literally have to drop them something fierce. Like the whole urban legend of you drop a gun and it misfires. That's only like the old ones. Nowadays, that hardly ever happens. Like if you take a regular Glock, like regular like Glock 20, Glock 18, so on and so forth, and you drop that thing, let's say 10, 15 feet, fully loaded, it won't misfire. Take something other than that, it might happen. It's unlikely though. Because nowadays, we've come a long way with firearms where it's like, oh yeah, all right, so if we do this, this happens. You do this, that happens. It can only take X amount of force. So all right, let's try and fix this. It's a good thing as time's gone on, we've gotten better firearms and they can work better and do greater things, like help people defend themselves from rapists, serial killers, all sorts of deranged goat fuckers and shit, or people rapists or whatever the hell people do nowadays. People always think, oh, it's weapons of war, you do, and it's like, oh, stop being a fucking communist. Just because they want to be raped, gagged, hazed, and murdered as their fetish doesn't mean the whole rest of us have to go progressively along. No, somebody's going to try and do that type of creepy shit. It's like, all right, I'm going to make them a dead body. A very dead
More dead bodies, more dead bodies.
Mm-hmm, and I would be so glad to see them.
Speaking of more dead bodies, don't you have a list to read, Puddin'?
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that. Yes, I forgot about that yesterday. Reminder, yeah. Speaking of dead bodies to be made, I forgot to check the stats. Let's see here.
You're welcome, Puddin'.
Thank you. I would have completely forgotten about that.
I do want to put on a bulletproof vest and just be shot one time. That's all. I just want to see what it feels like. You gotta know it's gonna knock the fucking wind out of me. I know I'm fucking weird.
Oh, it's all good.
I think everyone should be shot at least once with a bulletproof vest on, of course. Although I can't promise my accuracy.
No,
I might graze you, or it might just go straight through the head. So no promises.
I would say it would be a good experience. Let's see here. What do we have? All right. I believe they updated this within the last few days, so this should be up to date. Let's see here. So as of today, we've got 480 shot and killed. We've got 2,384 shot and wounded. Which leaves us the total of 2,864 total people have been shot, and 566 homicides altogether. Well, I guess it is. Well, it's not Christmas yet, so I'm sure those bodies will start piling up. I think, right?
What people don't understand is that you can have a gun. You put it on your counter, on your bar, on your table. Whatever. You come back 24 hours, that gun's still going to be there. Okay, it didn't kill nobody. Don't get up and walk away and start shooting people. A person actually has to pick up a gun and pull the trigger. Like, people don't, guns don't kill people. People kill people. And it's like,
Like, it's just that sometimes people decide to use guns to kill people because, why the hell not?
It's like
my reason would be they're zombies, and well, I can run faster without you tethered to me, so I'm going to shoot you. No kidding. I'm dead serious. Present yourself, my love.
Hold on, let me find the button for that.
But
like our high school was established in 1953. Back when I was going to high school, we were allowed to have loaded guns in our car. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. I remember several of my friends that I went to school with had guns in their car and on their gun rack. Not one time in the, 65 years of Fred T. Ford High School being open, have we ever had a school shooting. And we had loaded guns on campus. I mean, now since school shootings have been happening more rapidly, and more frequent, of course they can't have guns now. But back between 2000 and 2004, when I was in high school, yeah, we had loaded guns in our car. We were allowed to have loaded guns and in our gun rack. And not one time did we, in the fucking 65 years of Freddie Ford High School being the high school, never had a school shooting. Had bomb threats. And last year they had 3 bomb threats. You know, and no school shootings.
You want to know why they didn't do school shootings? Because they knew all the kids have fucking guns.
Yep. Look at this map. Jesus Christ. Riverdale, West Pullman, Roseland, Chatham. I can't even make out the between. Look at this. And Inglewood. Oh, lovely fucking Inglewood. Oh, so many dead bodies in Inglewood City. So damn many.
There's more dead bodies.
I'd play that song if it wouldn't get us a copyright. Because you're fucking YouTube. Ooh! Austin has over 50 dead bodies. All right.
Hey,
Shit.
baby, do you own the song?
No. In the future, I will. I will buy that Necrogoblincon album just for that song.
Well, also make sure that you have a picture of the CD and the receipt when you buy it at the store.
Will do.
Because when they put a copyright strike on you, you can get YouTube to give you their actual email. And you can email it to them saying, see, I purchased your album. Now it's mine. I can use this music.
Nice. Oh, God. Look at this. So many dead bodies. Woo.
That was fun. What's going on?
We're
Dead
talking about
bodies.
dead bodies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's anything better than the damn water pump I was just screwing around with.
Yeah. See, Sarah, he's
What
just
did I
so
tell you
used to
about sticking your dick in things that don't belong in where it doesn't belong?
it.
You talking about the water pump as in on your house or a water pump on a car?
No water pump on a house.
Okay.
Yeah, we get flooded because of where we are in the proximity to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Damn water table. It's really low, so a little bit of rain and the pump has to go. Otherwise, we get flooding. Sucks.
Ooh,
Telling
we're
you,
almost
you're
at
gonna get
700
fungus sticking your dick in that hole.
Yeah.
Well, our water pump is about over 100 feet down in the ground. So, because we have a well. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, we have well water. Yeah, they had to put, because they're doing the upgrades on the house. And so ours is a 240, the pump, the stove, and the furnace is a 243 phase. Well, and the rest of the electricity is a 110. Well, they wanted to separate because the stove and the furnace is on the same breaker. And they wanted to separate it. And, well, they did. And they forgot that it was 240. And so we had no water. And our stove, it would come on, but it wouldn't heat up. And when my mom called the people, like, because my brother was like, oh, shit, it's a 243 phase. So they were like, when they come back out, they had to put the furnace and the stove back on the same breaker and then put the pump. So, yeah, those three is a 243 phase. And the rest
they
of
had
the
a
house
homicide over at the... Damn. I can't believe it. Apparently in 2016, I just figured out that they actually have a gallery of all the various shootings that would go on. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm clicking into this. Homicide at the Hyatt Regency on January 23rd, 2016.
Isn't that where you're wanting to stay?
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Oh, and here's the one that happened at the Skyway. Oh, God, that was...
My question is, did the murder happen outside a room or inside a room?
Let's see here.
Yes, find out, because if it's inside a room, that room.
Nope, that was in the lobby. Because right here, 26-year-old man was shot to death in the lobby. Fun.
If that's what you guys are looking for when you come out here, you'll have no problem finding hotels that people got shot in. I'm pretty sure I stayed at the Roosevelt Hotel for the media conference back in '04. I'm pretty sure a few people got killed there.
Scooby,
Yo.
if I were to lift up the top mattress, would I find a body in the box spring?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. My mother told you that story about when she had like her cousins. Oh my God, I'm going back like 60 years ago now. They were living up in Hell's Kitchen and they moved into this apartment and they constantly kept hearing bells and chimes and whatnot. I told you that story. And they lift up the floorboards and they look and it's a freaking skeleton with 2 bullets in its skull rattling around. That's what the chimes were.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Oh man.
We're not
You know
making
what's
this shit up, people.
you know what's honestly though what's really funny? I'm not gonna say which hospital it was that my grandfather passed away in, and I said this to my father. My father goes, "Oh well, it's probably not even there anymore." So I got to look into it and see which hospital he was in. My grandfather was hiding his money in the radiator, and so he had thousands upon thousands of dollars because he was in this hospital for a while. I'm talking like maybe 2-3 years. You know, this is before old folks' homes.
Let me guess. She turned on the radio and caught the fucking money on fire.
No, my father just never went back to look for it. That hospital is still there. I guarantee you. I'll find out which room the old man was in. I'll just go in there and find the money.
Hell yeah.
They don't tend to like remodel shit. Like he was telling me when the old man was laying in the bed, he's like, "Yeah, they still had the fixtures for the gas lights up above the bed."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Now, unless this thing got like a serious remodel under Carter's administration, which I doubt, because I flat out asked him. I said, "Did they ever remodel the thing?" He's like, "Nah, they didn't remodel it. It's still there." He said, "It's under the diocese." He said, "They'll keep it that way until the second coming." I said, "Okay." So, yeah, if I can find out which hospital room he was in. Plus, you know, this is money. Let me see. The old man passed right when my mother was pregnant with me, so this is money that's going to be about 40 years old. It's probably all silver certificates.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Go hunt for that, man.
that's what I'm saying. So,
A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. Hi ho the dairy-o. A hunting we will go.
Tara, would you stay at the Cecil Hotel? It's recently been renamed Stay on Main, but that's where oh my God, what is his name?
Do you mean the from American Horror Story Hotel, where the man slaughtered several people that stayed in this hotel and was
Richard Ramirez was known to was a resident of the
give me 1 second.
Cecil Hotel.
yeah, and also the creator of the Cecil Hotel murdered several people in the place.
Interesting.
Yes, they based the show American Horror Story Hotel on the Cecil Hotel. They even kept it the same name.
Cool.
Everything you see in there is not just a set. I think they were actually in the hotel before it was fully remodeled.
Oh, cool. That would be neat. Another thing that I find is kind of neat is
that's where that chick. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure which was left, right, left, up, down. Am I entering a cheat code here? Don't worry. I'll wrap it up real quick for you, Sarah. We're at 693 carjackings, so we're almost at 700 carjackings, and we're 2 away from hitting 400 opioid deaths. And I know we normally don't get a lot of those, but this is the season 2.
Come on, people, stick that needle in there.
Yeah. Oh, we got one funny thing though. 44 nut shots.
How many?
44 nut shots as of today. 44 nut shots, 38 morons that shot themselves, and 112 people that got shot in the ass, whether it's left cheek, right up main street, or both, or all 3, depending on magic bullet theory.
Did you ever message the people that do this thing to see if they could figure out, which ones are which?
I forgot to do that. I'll have to figure out how to.
Just send me the information and I'll go into your email and I'll send the email myself.
Okay, we'll do. All right, and that's about it for now. I mean, I'm not going to bother going through all the other ones because, I mean, it's pretty much all the same, 84% death by gunshot, 15% by other, mostly black on black crime, same as always. Me unpresenteth myself. Okay, I think I already did. All right, Ollie, floor is yours.
That was the Hotel Cecil is where the latest, where that chick Elisa Lamb was acting weird, and she was found in the water tanks on top of the roof.
Oh, cool. I remember seeing that on YouTube.
I was out there when it happened. I was out there living in California when it happened. And the residents that were staying there were drinking the water, and they were like, it's got a nasty taste to it, and they opened the water tanks. And now, let me remind you, these water tanks are, if you went out the door to the roof, it would set off the alarm, as well as the lids to these tanks. It requires several people to open them. So I believe that she was killed by either hotel personnel or something, because not this.
Well, they also said that the tanks are still sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Mr. Nuke. Something like that. He does top five of different videos, and one of them had that.
Maybe I'll do a top 5 of the shootings that happened in this city. Top 5 dead bodies. Why? Because fuck you, you're gonna laugh at them.
Should do well, not just that, but do like other things. Like that's one of the things. Like whenever, like when I take the dog over to the dog park, that's actually the area where Washington's troops stayed while he was staying in the house that's across the street, which is at Gardner Manor.
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah. So I try to do things like that, like probably this summer, because I'll have a GoPro, I can actually film with. I'm gonna go to up to the beach, and I'm gonna, because at Gilgo Beach, where I used to work, that was it was in the pilot episode of Deep Space Nine, and there was a couple other things. It's got a bar there. Apparently, I don't know if it was Edward Teach. It might have been some other pirate, but somebody buried treasure apparently on this beach. Also,
Teach tended to stay in the Caribbean.
The Carolinas too. He loved the Carolinas. That was his home. But for whatever reason, because just of the natural harbor that's here and just access to the beach, from what I understand, he buried his treasure somewhere on that particular barrier beach. That's what the legend goes anyway. It might not be Teach. It might have been another pirate. I'm not sure. It was also the beach where the Nazi U-boats landed. Apparently, or tried to land, or did land, and then had to launch, or whatever. There's a lot of shit that happened there. So that's part of the reason I was going to go and film. And it's also the party beach. And,
oh, hell yeah. Bring us the booze.
Yeah. And it's also the beach where, I've mentioned this before, where I'd actually, I saw the Twin Towers drop from that beach, because you could see the city from there. And, yeah, you can actually see a pretty good view of the Freedom Tower from that now. So, yeah, it's, that's things like that is what I'm driving at, not just dead bodies, but other things like where were the stockyards, how close.
But dead bodies are so pretty.
Well, yeah, but not just that. I'm saying, like, also like the stockyards that you have there. Where was like Al Capone's place, all that sort of shit.
Oh, like Al Capone had places all over. place.
Well,
like,
there you go. Every time you go near one of the places, you can say this is another one of Al Capone's hideouts. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, think about it. Everything that you can think of as content. Look, there's this guy I watch. I don't normally watch people for content just because that's my thing. I don't give a fuck. But one of the few people I watch, what he does is he does food. Now, specifically, he's like he just will hit up different restaurants in the city, and he'll go into like parts of Brooklyn, and he'll just show you where places are to eat. It's just him doing his routine. That's what I'm saying. Now, you're going to be in Chicago anyway, bopping around. If you know that there's a place and it's got history, cut a quick video for 5 minutes. You know, that's one of the things. You know your history. You're one of the few people that can sit there and rattle off verbatim what the meaning is of that big ass communist statue that they got going on over there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, film it. Do a documentary style one, man. You know, you got the option.
Well, I could do that next time I go over to East Side. I mean, we got the it's a real small statue, but it's a memorial to the Public Steel Massacre, and that's just like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Like I was telling Tara, she was telling me about like that's what I told her. Like when she was putting up content, I said, you're in Florida. Why don't you show me the shit where the conquistadors were like, going around slaughtering the Indians? Where are those locations? That's like put up shit.
For that, I don't have the vehicle or the gas to go.
Right, but I'm saying I told you that because most people don't think to do that. Is my point. Most people don't show you. Yeah, this is where Ponce de Leon killed a whole bunch of people because they wouldn't show them where the Fountain of Youth is.
Oh, that my aunt and I are planning to go to St. Augustine soon, so I'll be able to get that.
That's what I'm saying. And then like where is the places like where Cortez landed? They could like like really, these are the things a lot of people don't realize when they make videos. Like I look at people's content and they're showing you like, oh, okay, I'm unboxing the new shoes that I ordered. These are Nikes. I mean, look at them. They're purple. I'm like, what the fuck are you filming this for?
Yeah,
like,
I hate that shit.
Yeah, and the other ones, like I just was mentioning the guy with the food, but that's one thing he shows you restaurants. When these people show you that they just made an omelet and they're gonna cut a fucking 17-minute video about their, who gives a fuck? You can cut it in 30 seconds. Okay, this is the omelet. It's still hot. I'm gonna eat it. Have a great day, guys. That's it. That's your omelet video. You can maybe rattle off how you made the thing, maybe show yourself making it, but other than that, like unless you're going to actually sit there and prepare the thing in front of me, you don't need to cut a 17-minute video about your omelet. Like there are some of these people they'll show you their breakfast and then they start talking to you about like life. And what the fuck, you narcissistic bastard? I don't want to see what you're eating. Get the hell out of here. That's what I'm saying. You got like the option. You can show all the different buildings over there. You can show the different landmarks. You can tell their history. Like that to me is interesting. That's something I'd want to watch. And you don't have to limit yourself to that. I'm saying, like I was telling Irv, because Irv said to me, he's like, how come you cut all these history videos? I said, because I'm right there. Why not? I know it. I might as well say it and put it up there because it's still content, Just a thought. Like I said, you're there anyway. You might as well.
All right, you guys keep talking. I have to take this mud out.
All right. Jeez, you keep walking this dog.
Yeah, I
know. All right. Well, we only got about 30 minutes, so I think we could probably breeze through the new stuff within that time slot. The reason why I went and
hey, you guys want to hear real quick?
The name that I did is because I found this article and I started laughing my balls off. Apparently, Trump decided that when he was going to start planning for the Christmas party that they have every year, that I guess I really didn't know about it because Obama really wasn't fond of Christmas because he's a Islamic terrorist-loving communist or whatever the hell he is. But, yeah.
You want to hear the dog talk?
Sure.
Cody, speak. 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 Talk to me. Speak. Come on.
Aw.
That's
Puppy.
barking. Speak. That's barking. Speak. You can do it. Talk to me. Talk to me. That's barking. Stop. Speak.
I love when he makes that noise.
That's so. Tell me again. Tell me again.
Aw.
Tell me again. Speak. Speak. Do better. Speak. Nobody hears. Can you do that again? Speak.
What the fuck was that?
That is so adorable.
Stop me. You're going to tear up my headphones. Ow. Speak. Come on. One more time. Come here. One more time. Speak. 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 Ow. Speak. Speak. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
It's awesome how she does that.
Yeah.
Speak. Speak. Tell me more. Tell me more. Come on. Speak. Speak. Speak.
That's so cool.
Needs to go.
The noises that dog makes.
What kind of dog is he?
Poodle. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I think
Sounds like he's a Great Dane, maybe.
I think he's like a Mastiff. He's a big bastard.
What are we talking about?
Wow.
Have you
I
seen
miss-
that one Mastiff that's the most expensive? It's a Siberian Mastiff. I think it's a Siberian Mastiff. It's like it sold for like $1.8 million.
Good
Wow.
lord.
Yeah. Let me
That's
see.
expensive.
Scary as you see some of these pit bulls that, like, especially you'll see like
Tibetan
the
Mastiff. Sorry.
yeah. I've seen some massive dogs, like just for what breed they are. Like, you'll go up into Brentwood. That's where MS-13 are, and you'll see a lot of them walking around, and they got these pit bulls, and they're fucking massive. It's like, holy shit! You can't believe that pit bull is that big.
Oh,
I
I
mean-
know which one. I know which one you're talking about. They have a YouTube channel on here.
Probably.
I know there's one. There's a guy. He's what is that? That dog's name? He's a huge pit bull, and he trains. Oh my god, he trains them. But I have to find it.
I think I know which one you're talking about. It looks like the dog looks fake. It's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that one, but I'm just saying, like, if I ever seen that dog, I'd probably have a heart attack. But you'll see them walking around with a lot of these gigantic pits, and those are specifically American pits. Those aren't the original Staffordshire ones that you get from England. Like, Patches is half Staffordshire. That's why he's actually built more like a greyhound. Like the ones like you'll see a lot of them walking around with. They're double muscled. They're so muscular, these dogs. It's from the breeding. I really want to actually. That's another thing. I want to go up there and film. Like, these dogs are beautiful. And that's. Of course, then again, I really don't feel like running afoul of MS-13. No, seriously, that right across the street from my college is where they chopped them kids up with those axes and left them in a pile. Yeah, Trump came to my college twice. I was there one day talking to Burnside. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit late. Trump's here.
Oh, I nearly lost my shit. I was like, what? No way.
And then I hit him up, and he's like, "Yeah, what's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, Trump's here again."
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he came there twice in like what, I think 3 months.
Yeah.
It's so cool, you know, like when he came, because I'm sitting there and sure enough, there comes like the limo, and it's like it's driven in, like escorted by like the cops, and they got all those weirdo protesters across the street. And I told you I was talking to the one guy, and he's sitting there going on and on about Russian collusion, and he's naming all the shit, and everything he named just got debunked. So I had to sit there and go through and like name everything and who debunked it and show him all the videos. This guy had a horrible day by the time I was done.
Good. Fuck him. Stupid bastard.
The
You know,
dog's name I'm talking about is Hulk. He's a 175-pound family pit bull.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen him before.
Dog Dynasty is the guy who the channel.
Dog Dynasty. They're from New York?
Where are they from? I know they live out in the countryside. It's also might be under Barcroft TV, but it's.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Interesting.
$15,000 puppies, huh?
Damn.
Yeah, his the one of the his Hulk's son Kobe is the pit bull of the future. Yeah, this guy he breeds the dog and he sells the puppies and they're expensive.
Wow.
I know they made a big deal about, you know, how pit bulls have a bad reputation, you know, for turning on the owners and so forth. And they have the kids around their kids around this pit bull, and like, oh, it was a big uproar. And it's like, nah, like they even showed it, like Hulk is a really gentle dog. Yeah, he's a huge dog and he's a pit bull. But he's like, I have no fear of my kids and my little ones being around Hulk. He's like, y'all need to stop this nonsense. It's like, this is bullshit.
All right. That's the Brooklyn Bridge in the background. Hulk the pit bull takes over New York City, huh?
I know when this they had him they were taking him to, like, they were doing an interview and they had him in the car, and I guess he got nervous or something and he took a shit in the car. And the guy says, when this dog shits, they're fucking massive. He did. I remember watching that video. He took a shit in the car.
Oh, I got 2 real good news articles. I just scrolled down a bit here. Awesome. Now I know why he's tossing the press out for Christmas. Fucking sweet. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is
okay.
This is actual really good news for a lot of us. Okay, so the cool thing is, first, Trump is not inviting the press, CNN, Fox, anybody to the White House Christmas party. He's basically telling them to go fuck themselves. So, you know, you don't have to deal with any of those sniveling fucking neckbeards running around like, communism so great, hashtag me too, and all that shit. And as a follow-up, Stephen Miller actually said they're going to do whatever's necessary to get the border wall built. And they will, if it comes to it, have a government shutdown before Christmas.
Nice.
I fucking love it. So they're literally tossing these fucking commutards out of the White House so they can stew in their own shit piss and bitch about fucking whatever comes to their head. And then after they get done with their fees, they want federally enforced. Well, guess what? We're taking a fucking vacation. And put a close sign on the White House and just sit there and wait for them to stew even more in their own shit and start crying fucking rivers. I love government shutdowns. I fucking love them. Oh man, like I remember the last time the Chicago had a government shutdown, a year almost two ago. That was funny as fuck. I was like, yes, we have a shutdown, yay! I know nothing's gonna get done, but it's gonna be funny because everyone's gonna be freaking out about it. Christ. Oh, now I think I'm gonna ask Santa for that for Christmas. Please have a government shutdown so the rest of these fucking federal fifi fuckers just riot themselves to death in the snow.
Yeah, seriously, it'll give me something to film.
Yeah. Well, that and I know exactly what'll wind up happening is, they're gonna do their typical whining, bitching, complaining, and shit, and do hashtag dead bodies matter and all that shit. And the cops are gonna go, all right, you know what? No one's gonna tell us what to do. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna knock some fucking skulls. And they're just gonna, just get the biggest broom that they can find. They're just gonna start whacking them until they go home to their mommies. Oh, it'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vice News and the Young Turks will come out and order. Oh, it's so terrible. They're beating people with brooms. Yeah. You ever heard of Yule, dumbass? Oh, that sounds like a cisgendered white male. Hit you with a birch tree. There you go, you fucking giant buffalo. Well, I was trying to have it. You were trying to get beaten with a birch tree. Now shut up.
I can't stand Cenk. I really, and I'm normally, you got to really be some piece of work for me to not like you. And him and that co-host of his, the chick with the weird head that's shaped like a plumb bob, what's her name?
I don't know.
I can never remember her name. Anyway, Anna Kasparian.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that hook-nosed bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she's not hook-nosed. Wait, she's Armenian, so she's
she's Armenian. And she still to this day doesn't realize that she's basically working for a company that's the liberal Waffen SS Supergalactic. Despite several people going, hey, you're Armenian. Why are you working for a company that's named after the genocide of your people?
Yeah. And that's the sad thing is just the two of them. I've watched them and I hear the way they talk about people and what's his name? That I can't stand him. He's on there with them constantly. Jimmy Dore.
Mm-hmm.
The three of those people. Oh, me personally, I can't sit there and say horrible shit about people that I don't even know. I mean, yeah, if I got a beef with you and we really going at it and words get harsh, that's one thing. But to just say throwaway shit like that, the way that that they talk, like when that Anna Kasparian was going on during the election about, you know what, if you vote for Trump, you're a piece of shit, and I can say that because I'm better than you. I'm like, wow.
But she denies the Armenian genocide because her boss, Gink, the big fat brown buffalo, is fucking Turkish, and it's like she denies her people died at the hands of the Turkish people.
Yep, but they're gonna point at me and say because you're a something European guy, you gotta feel bad for World War II, and I go, and fuck you. I'm gonna sit here and drink a beer and just laugh at you while you try and tell me this shit.
Well, I just love that I've been getting labeled mafia.
Yeah, of course, because you have such a resounding voice. That sounds like it comes from The Godfather and that fat bastard Robert De Niro.
It's just every time I talk to people, they constantly, saying to me, "Can you do me a favor?" And I go, "Yeah, what?" And they'll give me a line they want me to say from a movie, and I think to myself, I'm like, I wonder if someone was like, would they do this to a black person? I'm thinking to myself, no, they'd probably have a heart attack if somebody said to them, like it's one of those things where it boggles my mind where for whatever reason, it's perfectly okay for me to be the other. You know, I always found that really weird. It's because Hollywood still presents us as being the other. You know,
Right.
there hasn't been organized crime like that in the community
Been a
for like
long
good 30 years, maybe more. Once that imbecile got, he went and shot Big Paul, may he rest in peace. That's when it all went to shit. And that was maybe about 20 years ago. I was probably in high school or, no, my God, I was in college at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, probably about 20 years ago was the last hurrah. That's when they got the Teflon Don and brought him in. But before that, it was the end of it, and our community, you know, has changed a lot. Uh, as you can see, unfortunately, the only examples we have outside of Hollywood are my governor and his schmuck brother that we got on CNN. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're talking about Trump? Yeah, he looks like an orange potato.
no, I'm talking about Cuomo. And I was just saying it's funny because we haven't had organized crime really in our community in like a good 20 years or so, but Hollywood still presents like my father's people as being like these villains. It's just one of those things about Hollywood I got a problem with. And everyone, yeah, like a lot of people since I've been streaming on here, that's all they talk to me about. Like when we're off air, and I'm like, I don't want to be rude to them, but it's one of those things like, would you mind talking to me about something else other than like mafia shit? I don't know anything about that. I'm a journalist, for God's sake.
Yeah. I get the feeling with you. Like as soon as I start talking about riding motorcycles and stuff like that, everyone else starts like, and it's like, what? You think I stay glued to a computer all day? No, fuck no. You know?
Yeah.
No, I want to go to those awesome fucking parties they have in the summer all the time. I want to get fucking plastered and sleep in a tent because I used to be able to do those at my father's, but now with this new property, it's like, I don't know if I could afford to do that now. Plus, you know, I got work all the time, so it's like, maybe not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were just fucking fun when I was a kid. That was the in thing to do, you know. You know, people got off of work, you know, they threw on the leathers, they got on the fucking bike, and they fucking drove. Fucking funny thing is, sometimes some of the guys that come there were the cops. They're like, oh yeah, we just got off the work, guys. Here, pop open the fucking squad car, and there's 2 kegs. It's just like, what? You know, and God forbid, no, fucking Hollywood says every time that happens, ooh, no, it's the sons of an electronic masturbation. Ooh, boogity, boogity, boogity.
Well, you can see how crazy these people are. They're trying to take your guns away because they fuck with everything else and create these problems. I have no problem blaming all these mass shootings lately on the left and their meddling with insanity.
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what I blame it on myself, you know, because they're the first ones that get there, and they pull the whole fucking David Hogg thing where it's like, in the name of the dead people, you must do something that will make more dead people. You know, that's why I started with the fucking dead bodies matter joke.
Yeah.
That's literally all these people fucking do. And I'm pretty sure some of them are actually consciously aware of it. You know, they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
4 or 5
They're
times.
fucking deranged, man. Speaking of deranged people, it looks like our cocks from across the pond are going to get cucked extra hard because it looks like Brexit's still not happening.
I got up and
I'm so sorry for you poor bastards over there. Your Theresa May will be not saying no. You may not leave. You may stay. Funny. Yeah, I just glanced at this because I was like, oh, they're trying to go and leave again. Yeah, they act like they're gonna be able to leave. It would be cool if they would, because you know, if they'd actually stop apologizing for things and letting people get stabbed all the times and just regulating everything, even your fucking shoe buckles. You know, they could probably actually be free, get out of the European Union, and then after that, leave Northern Ireland and leave Scotland, and then everyone could be happily ever fucking after. You know, and the British can sit there and drink their tea and be, you know, your usual stereotypical intelligent, narcissistic, and grumpy motherfuckers.
Well, I was watching Black Pigeon Speaks earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and you should look at his new video about the 2020s.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, everything, socialism is going to fail and collapse starting in the coming decade.
Yes,
What's going on,
please.
Daddy's
I
on
want
the
to
air.
see it bleed.
Yeah, well, that's going to affect most of Europe, East and West. Probably the Middle East, Russia. This is actually going to be really bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
what he's predicting is, what's the matter? Daddy's on the air. It's okay. Daddy's going to come in a few minutes. Okay.
Patches.
Oh, Patches.
It's okay, buddy. Come on, calm down. He's getting angry. All right. Let me see what he means. But he's saying about how there's going to be, you know, the welfare state is going to collapse.
Good.
And they're not going to be able to do anything with the social programs. Go ahead. Is that what you want? Oh, you want to?
Are you purposely presenting me?
Hmm?
Are you purposely presenting me?
No, I had no idea I was presenting you.
But yeah, you got to get your shit together, man, because it's the same thing I was showing my wife. I'm getting like gear together in case it actually goes down. Like, let's say I have to go out to the store for something, and it's actually like the store for whatever reason is safe, like it's fortified, it's got security. It's just getting there that's a trick.
Mm-hmm.
That's certain things like, you know, you might have to consider. Like I'm just saying, I'm getting myself ready for in case shit gets really hectic. Like for me specifically, because I'm afraid, what happens if we start getting like floods of refugees coming across from Europe? You know, I live on a friggin' island. They're gonna start landing here. I'm gonna have to. What am I? I'm gonna have to go out there and like start beating Scandinavian people with a shovel. Like, get the fuck out of here! I'm not feeding you.
Probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You gotta get your shit together.
Oh, we're working on that. Oh, we're definitely working on that. I mean, I
Yeah.
know the thing I got right now is, you know, it's just a glorified prop gunning, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to stop Raman Pritzker from coming in and saying, we need to confiscate your prop, Mr. Thorntonson.
Well, the other thing is, like, I showed my mother and I showed my wife because they're like, what the hell do you need this crap for? And I showed them. I said, check this out. I said, you see this girl? And I showed them Lauren Southern. I said, yeah. I said, okay, now check out this video. And they're like, what the hell is she wearing all that crap for? And then they've seen it was the Battle of Berkeley. They've seen all the flashbang grenades going off. And they were throwing all the bottles and everything. And I said, yeah, this is why I'm going to wear this shit. And they said, do you realize as big as you are, you're going to look like a supervillain wearing that crap?
Good.
And I said, all right, fine. I said, that's the only reason I'm going to put American flags all over it. I said, it's because I don't want them to think I'm Antifa, because I'm probably going to wear black. You know? But point is, I said, I'm going to have press passes and press written all over because I'm going to be filming. But again, you know, I even explained to them, I'm like,
we got 7 up votes and 1 down vote.
Ah, cool.
Yay! Redo.
I swear, I'm still being presented.
No, you're not being presented. I checked. I presented and then unpresented. You're not. You are not being presented.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh God, I would hope for socialism to collapse because I'm tired of this all the bullshit.
Yeah,
including the fucking major taxation, dude. It's retarded shit.
Well, I just know because he's going to be running for re-election this year. That's one of the reasons I got to get this shit together, because I'm going to be covering the insanity in the city. You know, I'm going to be in Manhattan and I'm going to be just walking around. And, you know, they're going to like, bro, I went the other day when I went to cut those videos that I put up on the channel on Friday. I go up to the train station and, Patches, you ate it all. There's no more snacks, pal. Come on, man. You're going to get fat. You already look like a sausage.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, but I went to go cut the video, and I look and this guy comes walking up to me because he sees the he sees my the flag on my cane, and he's like, "What's with the flag, bro?" And I start talking to him, and I wound up talking to this guy for like a good hour or two, and it kept happening everywhere I went. People kept trying to talk to me because of the cane, and
Look up were at 9/11.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you were telling me that, but you never gave me the full story as far as why people were giving you grief for having a U.S. flag in a U.S. country, in a U.S. state, and U.S. city. You know.
Well, it's because it's Democrat dystopia here. You know, and I'm talking to the guy, and I go like this to him. You know, I said, because he was a truck driver. He's like, and I said, yeah, you and I both know. Like, you drive municipal for whatever town he was in, and I said, you know, I used to work for one of the towns here. I said, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. The Democrats have been running this state into the ground. They tried running this country into the ground. You know, Obama was a communist. You know, I gave it to him plain. I said, look, Trump's trying to fix the country. I said, because these other guys, they screwed it up. They didn't know what they were doing. You know, they're trying to, you know, do their shit with their friggin' commie craziness. And that's what that's what the president's doing. He's trying to fix shit. He's like, this guy's like, well, you know, he's wilding out. What the fuck is he doing? I said, he's trying to fix shit. I said, look, we're dealing with. I said, these bastards are trying to ruin the planet and make all of us into their servants. I said, I'm not down for that. That's why I voted for the man.
Hell yeah.
You know? Fuck these weirdos. Bunch of rich assholes. Oh, we're gonna take your guns away and give you armed security. The fuck you are?
I'll be my own armed security. Fuck that.
Thank you. Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I'm a better shot, man. I mean, I didn't get a lot of practice in when I was in security, but I made 13 good fucking shots to the center mass. My father still got that, and he's proud of me for making a shot that great. I mean, it would have gone for the head, but, you know, they want you to shoot for the heart because, you know, legally.
You know, the problem we had was when they started charging the people who were carrying guns with murder and manslaughter and shit for shooting somebody in self-defense because they didn't meet certain criteria or stipulation.
That's fucking insane.
They started loopholing people into prison.
That's psychotic.
That's how this state is. They want to control everything. You know, that's part of the thing. Like, I really, really hope that they, quote unquote, think that the Civil War is about to start, and I hope that my state jumps the gun so that basically the federal government can annex the fucking place and just take it over and strip their rights away from them, make them like basically a vassal. Like, seriously,
yeah.
I dislike Albany that much. I want them fucking stripped of power. They've turned my home into a third world country so that they could farm out from the people that they've imported here. These fucking elites, they're evil. Look at Kristen Gillibrand. You never see footage of her entering and leaving the church because the holy water boils like in the friggin' Devil's Advocate.
It really would surprise me. I mean, I'm normally, you know, not for federal government doing shit like that, but with how bad it is over there and in California and LA and shit, it's something I actually consider. And I know that's pretty fucked coming from an anarchist, but you know, being that Trump's not about centralized autocracy, it's like something where I'd be like, okay, bad in short term, maybe good in long term. Sure as hell's gonna be better than what's going on now. Where yeah, you know, New York proper is trying to make a completely centralized autocracy so they can just commune farm off of citizens. Hate that.
Let me put it to you like this: if I had a
photography,
say what?
THOT thought. Thoughtocracy.
Huh?
Okay, I'm tired because I swear to God, you said thoughtocracy.
No, autocracy.
Yeah, the autocrats. Well, I want you to realize something. I said this one time when we were on air, and it scared everyone. If I had to choose, because she doesn't get as much coverage as Hillary Clinton did, because Hillary was a former first lady. But if I had to choose, and I had no choice to vote on president between Hillary Clinton and Kristen Gillibrand, I'd vote for Hillary Clinton in a heartbeat.
Damn.
Yeah.
That bad, huh?
Oh, watch an interview with her. She's everything Hillary
Princess of
isn't.
Darkness. She's Scooby's wife.
No, I like seriously. This woman scares the shit out of me. She's one. She just looks evil, and two, if you listen to her talk on policy, her thoughts, she's everything Hillary Clinton isn't. This woman is smart. She's calculating. She's humble when necessary. She knows how. She's a true politician. She was the first one. Hillary Clinton groomed her for her seat, gave her her seat, and she was the first one to pull the rug out of her, out from under her feet and stab her in the back.
Mm.
Yeah, look up Kristen Gillibrand, and you won't be able to sleep tonight.
I'll just
Because
take your word for it.
That's who they're nominating.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's who they're going to put up is Kristen Gillibrand. And let me put it to you this way: she'll run on a feminist platform, and if she runs with Kathleen Rice, oh, you have no idea how fucked this country will be. Kathleen Rice was the district attorney here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was the nickname they had for her? I think it was Heartless Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
She was known for trying to get the maximum for everything, and she was very anti-gun. She was very. If you got caught for like drug offenses, she wanted to crucify you. She's ruthless, really ruthless. Yeah. If they nominate Gillibrand, she's gonna run with Kathleen Rice. Well, yeah.
Oh my God, 6. Tara, your system of government has now
Theocracy, a system of government ruled by half-naked twits, which are paid daily tribute by throngs of thirsty viewers with cash to burn. We have to make a Wicca.
Okay, I'm getting a snip of that. 6, you are a mimetic master, my friend. I am getting a snip clip of that right now.
There you go. Well, let me say this really quick, just to round out what I was saying. If she ran Gillibrand, if Kristen Gillibrand ran with Kathleen Rice as her vice president of presidential pick, by the time her term was finished, we would be going into either I'm guess something like a combination of the government of V from Vendetta and The Purge.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Look up those two people. That's who the Democrats are going to nominate. They're going to nominate Gillibrand, and if she picks Kathleen Rice as her running mate, yeah, you might want to start looking into probably Mexico, because I think Canada, you'll be fucked. We'll have to go south.
I don't know. I could do some pretty decent guerrilla warfare in Canada. Lots of space. I mean, you remember what the Polish did when they got occupied? They had that little fort they made in the woods. Then it literally took the Wehrmacht like almost 3 years to find him, and then by the time they found him, it was too late because the Russians were coming.
The Russians are coming.
Think about it. If Kristen Gillibrand were to get elected,
Mm-hmm.
and she had Rice as her vice, and Trudeau was still in power up in Canada, by the time she was into the second year of her first term, they'd probably hammer out a deal with Canada to start issuing out hunting licenses for people who look like you. Which is why I'm saying you might want to consider Mexico. Because seriously, I have no good feelings about this. I seen something about it today on the news and it rattled me. Like
If it wasn't getting that bad, I think I'll just say the hell with it and I'll pack my shit and go back to Sweden. Take my shots over there. If my choices are getting hunted in Canada by people who are going to miss and say sorry, and dealing with the insanity of Mexico, I'll just say fuck it. I'll go back to home base.
What, the Caliphate of Sweden, Stan? Good luck with that.
Yeah. May
Patches,
as well.
you fat bum. I'm not giving you any more. Get out of here.
He just wants one more snack 'em.
I know. He's giving me
Just one
you
more.
give me those eyes, you panda faced pooch. It's not gonna work.
Oh.
Such an adorable dog he is.
Oh, I think I got one little last piece of news. Speaking of insanity and failed states, North Korea is talking about getting all pissed off and pulling out of denuclearization. 'Cause they're like,
Again?
yeah, because they're all pissed off that the U.S. Found out that a couple other guys were doing the usual, committing atrocious crimes against humanity. So they're like, can't you do something about your guys? Just torturing people on a daily basis, raping them, killing them, tying them up in that weird pigeon tie, and then just poking them with electrical rods and shit. And they're like, no, we do this all the time. This is perfectly normal. And they went, that's not normal. We're going to put sanctions on you. Why do you put sanctions? No. Now we're going to nuke the shit out of you. You dare not question. I like to see these morons try and get an actual functioning rocket over our way.
Over here.
Well, you know what would happen then? I mean, oh God. Can you imagine that? They'd have to scramble the entire Pacific Fleet. Oh.
Yeah, it's a war that would be over in 3 hours. The only thing that can make it longer is if China decided to say, okay, we're actually going to help these guys for reasons.
That's the whole thing. Korea would be the domino. That would be the one that would start it to all happen. I mean, if you think about it, if Korea went, you got Vietnam right there. Vietnam has been communist now for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Since what? Since 76, I think was when Saigon fell. 74, I forget.
I think it's 74.
Yeah. So, what is that? 44 years it's been commie. And
Yeah.
you got all of those missiles pointed at Seoul. And then you got all those missiles pointed from China at Taiwan. I mean, if Korea starts, oh, good Lord. And because all of our bases are on Japan at this point, Japan is just going to get inundated with friggin' incoming fire. Asia will be destroyed by this if something starts with Korea. So I don't know if it's going to be a 3-hour war. If it is, it's going to be one hell of a 3 hours.
Like I said, if it winds up being contained to just North Korea, 3 hours.
Yeah.
It'll be over that quickly. As if China or anyone else decides to step in for whatever reason and back up North Korea, then that's when it's going to be longer because, yeah, domino effect's going to kick in. Because right now, Xi Jinping is basically the permanent dictator of China until he dies, like Lenin, Stalin style.
Mm-hmm.
So, he pretty much has unlimited power to do whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants, because fuck you, quasi-communist autocracy with fucking ANCAP, something confusing like that. And as far as Japan, I know Abe is, for whatever reason, he's bulking up the military, which is good because he wants to be the strong, firm Gundam-like middle finger to Xi Jinping.
Hold on, Puddin'. 6. Is your video done rendering yet? Because we need your Moscow shots, Ole and ass in the air.
Oh, that's what he's talking
seriously.
about.
Feel free to talk about the photos you were sent.
God, that's funny. But Abe, he's trying to repeal Article 13, and the whole rest of the country's not having it. Because they're more or less afraid. They're a combination of afraid to go to war, and then they're like really libertarian, like how we used to be. Where they're like, no, you're not going to change the Constitution just because you want to do stuff. Which is noble, but, still, big country like China versus a little country like them, it's going to be hard.
Well, to be fair, also, I really don't. I have no problem because it's not under the imperial model anymore. I have no
Mhm.
problem with Japan building up a military. It doesn't
Yeah.
bother me, especially considering how many Reds they're surrounded by.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Especially since the like after we've nuked them, we've actually become like the best of friends, and it's kind of strange. Like we've like they've hardened themselves to such a stoic degree. It's like they're still an empire in their own right, and they've still got their honor, their discipline, their culture, and everything, and they're very defiant to that degree. Whereas like us, we've gone on the wayside. We had the Clintons who were going to sell out everything to the fucking CCP, and then we had Obama who was like, communism is our friend. Communism is something we should do. Come on, guys, give it a try. Real communism hasn't been enacted, so I'll try.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Yeah, and fucking Bush was like, I'm gonna try my stake at being a dictator. Just because, fuck yeah. Oh, Cephas, holy shit. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time. No, this is actually John. Bobby's still working on getting the next installment of Backline going. He keeps losing shit on his computer, and he got moved around a little bit. So, say what?
Said, are we shilling already?
No.
Okay.
This is one of our our Kekistan fans that just popped up in the chat. Wow, I didn't think this guy was still around. So,
if they're your fan, tell them to go and become one of my fans. I did an interview with Santa Claus.
okie dokie. You heard her. You heard her, Cephas. Go subscribe, buddy. Oh, it did die? Oh. So you're telling me the two of us crazy bastards and the whole lot of everyone else who was working on Backline were the only people that were keeping it going? You've got to be shitting me, Cephas. Jesus.
But yeah, feel free to discuss the photo I sent you guys.
I just seen it.
You really don't want to see the kitchen sink.
No, I don't. It'll make me nauseous.
Oh, I'm not going to bother talking about that. I'm going to go on a long fucking psychotic rant. I'm going to get us all sorts of content strikes. And
go for it.
You really don't want to hear the shit that's going to come out of my mouth.
I already know the shit that's going to come out of your mouth.
All right.
She's a nasty bitch. I'm just gonna put it plain and simple. She gonna come at you saying that you fucking nasty. Nah, bitch, you spotted, you got it. Like that's fucking bullshit. That's why I couldn't live with nobody. It's that's one thing about me. Yeah, I stay with my mom, and that's one thing about me and her. We're fucking clean. Like when my fucking nephews and my damn sister lived here. Oh fuck that noise. No. Like that. And it's like they complained because they'd let the dishes pile up or something, or whatever, and it would be their dishes. It's like, no, do the fucking dishes as you go. You mess it up, you use it, mess it up, fucking wash it. Don't let it sit in the sink. Like, nah. It's like it with her, it would only take less than 2 minutes to wipe that shit down
and throw it in the dishwasher.
Exactly. And the fuck is wrong with people? That's fucking just nasty.
Well, see, she insists that we wash the dishes before putting them in the dishwasher.
You know what I say?
I do that.
No, it's because she's upstairs.
I insist that she learns how to be white. Simple as that. Just start being white.
God.
Simple as that. You're in Florida. You're in America. Unless she's gonna go full on fucking, I didn't do nothing but be mentally retarded and crippled and get the government gives, then retard. Clean, act, discipline, are white, act white, be white. I'm not saying you gotta go full 1488, but I'm saying I might just stick you in an oven just because.
Oh, good Lord.
But, when I cook, yeah, there's somewhat of a mess, frying stuff, you're going to have grease splatter. I generally, personally, I wait till the next day so that the stove is nice and cold. And then I'll take a hot sponge, and I'll wipe down the stove. But oh my god, the messes she leaves when she makes pancakes. I don't even leave that bad of a mess. And I don't clean it up. I make her do it. Burnside, what I tell you when you asked if I cleaned house?
You clean very well.
No, I told you I don't clean. I cook. Thank
Oh,
you,
that.
Jess.
Oh, pardon me. Damn it.
Part of my issue is my ex-husband was very anal about how the house was kept. I'm going to work through it in therapy, but right now I cannot keep a house clean. I can keep it tidy. I can keep it from having bugs. That's not a problem. But I'm also the type of person that, I have my own place. I buy paper plates and plastic silverware. So I don't have to do dishes, except for pots and pans. I mean, that makes sense, right? If I already know what my issue is, go ahead and do something that's going to help me, at least temporarily, not to have that mess.
It's simple. He doesn't want to embrace the responsibility that comes with being a normal white. He'd rather Hingle McCringleberry and donkey teeth it up with Wax and Flax and Jackson and just fucking, just be something out of the goddamn Boondocks cartoon. Like fucking Stink Manor or some weird shit like that. Which is, she has the free right to it.
It reminds me of Uncle Ruckus.
I love Uncle Ruckus. He's a funny motherfucker, and he told people to stop acting like shitbags. God, Granddad was cool too. I never seen a character punch somebody and then make them fly in the air and then lose all their clothing. That was fucking fun. I was like, that's some good shit. That's funny.
I like when Stink Manor whooped Grandpa's ass.
I have to rewatch that.
Heard it though.
Somewhere laying around here, I've actually got the newspaper from when they announced that they were going to cancel the show. It's got on the headline of it, it's got the picture of Granddad sitting in the Statue of Liberty costume with a sign that says "Pay yo taxes." Awesome.
Why did they cancel the show?
Guy was making it, just didn't want to make any more seasons. More or less.
Too bad. I like that show.
Yeah, it was good.
Fucking Charlie Murphy and Samuel L. Jackson are a pair of white guys.
Oh. God, that's funny.
Didn't he just pass away, Charlie Murphy?
I think so. I think he did diaries. I think I'm going to call in the next few minutes, though. It's getting a tad late.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Puddin.
All right. Well, you guys go ahead and chill.
Don't all jump at once.
Okay, I'm TerraSynn. You can find me on pretty much any social media. Six taught me how to use Shotcut. So I redid my Santa interview with Santa. So yeah, I can now do more video, and I'll be really, really happy because I can make it look a little more professional.
Yay! Excellent.
Very cool.
All right, who's next? Goob, Sarah, what do you two?
I'll go. I'm Queen of the South, also aka Queen the Dick Doxer.
You can find me here on
Blame
YouTube. Yeah, thanks, Pox, for the new nickname. You can find me here on YouTube. I will be doing a live stream pretty soon, cleaning up all allegations and everything. But yeah, I'm not on Twitter anymore. I've been permanently suspended, and I'm tired of making accounts. So I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm done with that bullshit. And you can find me on Discord under Sarah Hatcherby Sanders, or just look for Queen of the South. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know me. I'm Scooby331. You can follow me here on YouTube. I am on Minds.com, Gab AI. I have a Patreon and a PayPal. You guys know the deal. I'm trying to get together more equipment so I can go into the city and start cutting videos, especially now. We're going to be going into 2019. All these lunatics are going to be trying to get the president ousted, so I'm going to definitely have material to cover. I also have an Instagram. I have no idea how to use it, so it's empty. You can subscribe anyway if you want. I apparently have a bunch of subscribers on there. And yeah, so just expect more content to come, to be coming shortly, just as soon as I get the equipment together to actually go film it.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I am the host for the time being. I am Henrik Thorstensen. You can find me by pretty much just looking up the Burnside Film Project on either YouTube, BitChute. It might come up for Gab or Twitter. I'm not entirely sure, but those are mainly the four I'm on. And Cephas, if you are still watching, yes, we're eventually going to get to the next part of back. Problem is, between Old Man Rizzo and I, we're a bunch of knuckleheads running around trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. It's either bad weather, bad computer problems, or I wind up getting to work on the weekends, or the Mrs. Rizzo goes and knocks Mr. Rizzo and says, we need to do this, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, marriage is a bitch, buddy. You're just sitting there filming, and then the missus says, you guys gotta go. I'm doing woman things. But, I think that's it for the night, everybody. You guys have a good one.
Night.
Good night. Bye.
Ow.